Well, a very welcoming sight and feeling here in Houston this morning. It's not raining, and there are actually little bits of blue sky here over Houston. That is something that this city hasn't seen for a full 5 days, ever since Hurricane Harvey first arrived on the shores of Texas. Now, there are obviously still serious floods all around Houston. I'm at one right now that yesterday I saw as being a lot more serious. This is a neighborhood that I'm seeing that was being evacuated very, very quickly. Yesterday, an emergency evacuation. Now the flood waters are receding somewhat. That still doesn't mean that people can go back to their homes. In terms of the weather predictions, well, it's looking good for Houston. No rain predicted for the next few days. But, of course, this is a storm that hasn't disappeared. Tropical storm Harvey still very much exists, is simply moving in a different direction. And as you also just saw in that report, there is now that curfew in place. In fact, it was lifted at 5 a.m. This morning. That is now a serious worry here in Houston, according to the police chief. Any possibility of looting, they want to stop that outright.
And Harvey's moved on to Louisiana.
Yes, the third landfall for Tropical Storm Harvey. Two of those landfalls came in Texas, one very close, of course, to the city of Houston. This third one is relatively close to the city of New Orleans. Luckily for those millions of inhabitants, it's not a direct hit, but Louisiana is going to get a lot of rainfall over the next 24 to 48 hours, which of course brings us to the inevitable comparison to Hurricane Katrina from exactly 12 years and 1 day ago. That is when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. Over 1,800 people died as a result of it. This will be, of course, nothing like it. First of all, it's not a direct hit. And secondly, the levees are not expected to break in any shape or form. But there will be very, very painful memories that will be awoken by the arrival of a fierce storm very close to that city.
Thank you very much, Philip, for bringing us up to date. Philip Crowther in Houston.